Hey, what's up everybody? It's MrScaryMuffin, and I actually have one more game for you guys from the Eevee Friendly, and I mentioned that I was preparing my team to deal with Sun teams, and I'll probably go over my team after this battle, but I just want to show you guys this one battle with the Sun team, and the reason why Sun teams were very strong is because both of the two physical evolutions, Flareon and Leafeon, benefit from Sun. Flareon benefits from a Sun boosted Flare Blitz, and Leafeon gets Chlorophyll speed boost so that it will actually move faster than Jolteon. And I didn't actually see that many Sun teams, and I imagine that's probably because I was still playing in the low 1600 area. But yeah, he sends out Flareon right off the bat, which I was okay with because I needed to set up my screens. And I saw the Leafeon, I saw the Flareon, both of them were out, and I'm like, okay, I need to get my screens up so that I don't take that much damage. I get my Reflect up as well. Now Sunny Day comes up. I think this was like maybe the one of 3 teams that was Sun teams that I faced, but I was overly prepared for Sun teams. You would not believe. My Jolteon even runs Ring Dance just to cancel out the Sun when I wanted to. Thankfully, I used Facade and instead of Flare Blitz, and I knock out his Flareon immediately. I did use Facade with that in mind, that he was going to rotate into his Flareon potentially. Thunderbolt comes out, and you can see Vaporeon has no special defense investments, but he still tanks that like a friggin' boss. Ridiculous tanking right there. And he's going to Swords Dance, which is really weird in my mind. And reveals the Focus Sash, which is actually probably a really good idea for Leafeon under the sun. But weirdly that he went for Sword Stance. I guess he was trying to go for the one-hit KOs. My Quick Attack is going to finish him off, and I use a Quick Attack just so I could do good damage even if he swapped away. And just like that, Sun was already over. Sun actually didn't last very long, and you can notice that my screens actually don't last very long either, despite my Espeon carrying the Light Clay to make their duration even longer. But yeah, that like the light screen definitely helping my Vaporeon survive the Thunderbolt followed by that Psychic. And this Psychic as well, because I'm basically taking half damage from all these things. Shaboom! Take that! And all that's left is his Jolteon, which is actually kind of scary because his Jolteon is super fast. The Wish is going to heal me up, thankfully. But yeah, the Jolteon is super fast and actually has an opportunity to one-shot almost everything on me. And just like that, there's an example. So he has a chance to finish off. I have enough damage on all my Pokemons that he actually has a really good chance to do this, especially since my screens wore off now. Umbreon comes on the field. Umbreon is defensively strong and also has HP boost. I try to throw the Swagger, but I miss. I probably should have used Confuse Ray. That Swagger would have helped so much, but he Thunderbolts me and he misses, and I'll show you guys why later. And I'll explain why later as well, but that makes a huge difference because I must manage to throw up that Toxic and avoid that one hit, and that one hit makes all the difference because I needed that. Because you can see I can tank 2 hits, but I can't tank 3 hits. So the fact that he missed that one hit makes a huge difference. The Poison's gonna finish him off just barely, and I was thanking my lucky stars because I actually would have lost this one. But a few key misses definitely did not help me there at all. Alright, well, let's take a look at the team. I'll show you guys. So once again, the team is designed to counter Sun teams, and actually most teams in general. So I've got the Espeon here who can bounce back any of the status effects that are so dangerous in rotation battle, and also set up the screens, which is going to be extremely helpful in making my things last. And that's really important because I want to Wish Pass with my Vaporeon. Vaporeon is pretty standard set. I have the Haze in there just in case we get some double team shenanigan, or even somebody wants to go crazy and try Baton Pass or something like that. The Flareon I don't have to explain too much. Flare Blitz, of course, one-hit KOs a lot of things. Facade is for anything that doesn't get hurt by Flare Blitz as much. Quick Attack is there to break sashes, and the Protect is there to allow me to heal up and also to have a safe way to get the Toxic Orb activated. My Jolteon, I kind of flip-flopped on what I wanted it to do. I'm not too sure if Shadow Ball was what I needed to run, but I did like the Thunder Wave because it worked well with the Swagger from Espeon. And I was expecting to bring Jolteon into every fight just for that Rain Dance support. I wasn't too sure about Citrus Berry, but I ended up just throwing on the Jolteon anyways because it would almost always survive a hit, so Focus Sash would have been useless regardless. I don't know what else I could have really put on Jolteon. I was kind of lost as to what items I can put on the Jolteon, so I ended up putting a Citrus Berry just so they could gain a little bit of HP back, and anything that takes it to, like, say, just under 50%, it can heal back up and be able to tank another hit instead of being two-shotted. I didn't really calculate any damage too much, so this is all I had to work with. Now, here's the cool thing about the Umbreon. I'm running Bright Powder, and I was following, I can't remember which player it was a Japanese player, and he was talking about how if he already used Leftovers and Citrus Berry on his team, and he still wanted something that's like a healing item, Bright Powder would fit that niche fairly well, because if the person misses one attack due to Bright Powder, then you would basically, it's like you had a Citrus Berry on it. And you can see in that final battle that I showed just now that it actually made that big difference because it gave me one extra hit. Didn't activate too often, but if it activated, it would have been nice. I have Taunt there, of course, just to deal with all those annoying Wish Passers and status effects that might be flying around. And eventually I ended up just bringing Umbreon more often than I did Jolteon, just because I needed that taunt sometimes. Toxic helps a little bit, and I would rarely ever bring both Jolteon and Umbreon, so I would either be Thunder Waving them or I would be poisoning them with Toxic. I never got a substitute up, unfortunately, but you saw in the other game that's where the guy was stalling me, a substitute was pretty handy to have. And Payback does solid damage as well, just because Umbreon's so slow. Sylveon, I never used it at all. It does do some of the screen stuff, so basically Sylveon is an opt-out for the Espeon if I ever need to. I could just run that and I could still get my Reflex up if I needed to, and I can Moonblast things such as the Umbreon and do a lot of damage. But for the most part, Sylveon, I just not useful at all. I gave it the Focus Sash, but I don't think it really even needed that. Yeah, that was the team, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed these battles. I will try to get some more different content, or at least different Pokemons and stuff like that. I know some of you guys were mentioning wanting to see different Pokemons. I have some games from some friends. US Nats happened, so I might cover some games from there. I also have some games that some people had put up from the local BC Premier Challenge as well, so I might take a look at those as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, give me a thumbs up, and I will be sure to put up more videos in the near future. Till then, take care, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.